Hello, everyone. Welcome and good morning to Inspiration Morning Live. I'm Christina Crowley, and I am so happy that you're able to join me this morning. And if you're watching this in the replay, thank you very much. I know that our schedules don't always coincide, and so I'm glad to have you here too. Now, I help people who are going after their passion. And, and going after your passion, sometimes it's mixing things up a little bit. Hello, good morning. Thank you for being here. I am so glad that you're with me live this morning. And I do help people who are going after their passion, and I love going after my passion. And the reason I started helping people who are going after their passion is because I realized that, somewhere along the road, I needed to deal with my fears. And we all have fears. We all have them. Some of them are realistic, some of them aren't. I'm talking about in the way the ones that keep you from experiencing, something you may want to. And one of those reasons, hello, good morning. I see we have some more people coming in. One of those things that we fear is the fear of failure. Now, when I saw this quote, I'm putting it up on the screen. When I saw this quote, I went, yeah, that encompasses a lot of people's way of being, a way of not wanting to start something new, of not wanting to go after their passion. With Inspiration Morning Live, I can do all the inspiring that there is, but if you don't get over certain humps, certain things, giving you some inspiration to take action, if you're going after your passion, if that's something you want to do, then this is one of those things that I'm like, yeah, it really makes sense to talk about. Because I love it because it says the fear of failure is to fail already. I don't know who said that. And when I saw the quote, they didn't say who said it either. So if you know who said it, please put it in the comments. I'd love to know. I'd love to be able to attribute that to someone, make a beautiful meme out of it, to put that in front of you. And how do I know about the fear of failure? Well, I've had it. I've always had it. I've had it for years. I am a youngest child. I am number 8 of 8. And in some ways, it was good training ground to make me an entrepreneur. In some ways, it helped me not care about what people think. Because, when you're growing up in a family of 8 siblings, somebody's always going to hit you. Somebody's always fighting with you. And so you kind of, after a while, you're like, whatever. And you realize that, you can sometimes push things off to the side and not let it affect you. But those are relationships. But to do something new, to start something new, to do something that you may fail at, can be scary. I know nowadays to fail at something, it may be very public. Or within your family, you may get people pointing their fingers at you, and for any number of reasons. There's all of these unknown things that go into our fear of failure. But also, thinking about it is to fail already. To not start because you're afraid of failing is failing. And I think that it's partially about managing our feelings. I know that the first time of anything, let's take failure, for example. The first time you fail at something that's really important to you, it hurts. It really hurts. But the 100th time you fail at something that's really important to you, it still hurts, but it doesn't hurt as much. You've experienced it 99 more times before it. But it means that you're trying. It means that you're getting out there. You are trying, and it may lead you to a richer, more meaningful life by trying, by experiencing something new, by going through the process of doing something. And if what you decide the result is failure, then it's not always a bad thing. Failure is a part of life. I believe in the the yin and the yang of things. Failure, there is success. Hello, good morning. I see we have some more people coming on. You have success, you have failure. With good, you have bad. There's lots of shades of gray in between, but you see what I mean? There could always be a failure. And, doing something for the first time and getting people's reactions for the first time, it's a little more, you feel it a little bit. Your skin's a little thinner when you're doing that. So And I saw this quote, and to put it up on the screen again, it just made sense to me. And for people who are going after their passion, this is something that we run across a lot. And when you're looking to be inspired, there's all the inspiration in the world, but you never know what that one thing is that's stopping you. What may be stopping you? We all get stopped by something. And for me, think about that URL that you may have had for years. It may have been, you think it'll be the perfect URL for the base of your business. Why haven't you got that website made? And they're even easier now to make than ever. Getting a payment processor on your websites is easier now than ever. Why haven't you done that? Is it the fear of failure? And I hope I'm speaking loud enough for those of you to hear me. I know that I'm speaking quite quiet this morning. Normally, I'm a little bit louder. So I hope that you can hear me. All right. Is the fear of failure stopping you? Is something stopping you and you just can't put your finger on it? Sometimes it's hard for us to put our finger on what emotion we're feeling at the time. And, that's what I was going to talk about today is figuring out your emotions, you are better equipped to manage them rather than your emotions managing you. And I think the emotions of fear really come up a lot. There's a big variations of fear. Fear is sometimes good. Fear of many things are, save our lives, having certain fears, but there are the irrational fears, a failure. And so I want, if you have some thoughts on this quote, or if you have some thoughts on failure, please feel free to put them in the comments. And if you feel that this has some value, give me some thumbs up. I really do appreciate them. Give me some hearts. Share this with your friends if you feel that this has value. I really appreciate that. And failure isn't final. In most cases, it is not final. And doing something that scares you is not fatal. And what I want to do is challenge each and every one of you who are watching this and who watch this to go out and try something new. Try something that scares you. Nothing really dangerous. I want to put that disclaimer out there. Do something that scares you. And that's what I have planned for my August, is to do something every day that scares me. And not including this. I'm afraid to get on camera every day. Before I first started this, I was sure it was going to be a failure. I was sure nobody was going to watch. And that was my fear of failure. It wasn't founded. I do have people who watch. I get a lot of views. I get a lot more views than I thought I would. I thought I was going to get 0. And so I do something that I am afraid of every day. But I'm going to do more than that. I plan on, facing a lot of fears in August, because I don't like looking back and going, coulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. And I don't think anybody really does. So I challenge you. I challenge you to do something that you've been putting off and that you really want. Oh, gosh, sorry. This is my phone going off. Bugger. And there. Let me just turn this down. Let me turn it off. I normally have all those things turned off. But I want to say thank you to those of you who are watching me today. And give me your thumbs up. Give me your hearts. I do appreciate those. And I'm going to be, here every morning. I'm going to be, letting you know the things that I've tried that I'm afraid of. This morning, my first one, I let you know that getting on camera, getting on Facebook Lives, and, it is one of my big fears. And it is a fear of failure that is unfounded for me. And in the past, I told you about my other fear of failures, from my books being, poorly reviewed. There are some people who really enjoy them, and I have to move forward. Not everything is going to have a full yes or no of everything. There's going to be a mixed bag, various shades of gray is what I like to call it. I thought my Millie was coming down the stairs. Alrighty. So I want to say thank you for joining me this morning, and feel free to put your comments in below. I appreciate those. I appreciate when I see them. And, share this if you like, if you feel this has been helpful. I do appreciate you being here. I do appreciate those of you who watch. And I want to say thank you, and I look forward to seeing you on my next Facebook Live. Bye-bye.